Hello Brawlers and welcome to another unboxing and review video. I'm Haru. Now today we're gonna do an unboxing and an in-depth review of probably the greatest capstone product that Bakugan has ever put out. Today we're gonna take a look at the Bakugan Genesis Collection. Every year, Bakugan has the tradition of bringing in capstones for the reboot franchise as they did with the previous Legacy series. The previous 3 years, we've had Dragonoid Maximus, a big toy that essentially was just a collector's item, Dragonoid Infinity, another big item that served as only holding a bunch of Bakugan, and for the 3rd year, we got 2 capstone toys, the Villain Capstone Ultimate Villock and the Hero Capstone Geoforce Dragonoid. But Ultimate Villock and Geoforce Dragonoid came with Geogons that were able to be used in the TCG game because Geogons were required for the game. The pieces for the combiners had a function and have been able to provide a more interactive experience. The difference between the two was that Ultimate Villock and his Geogon were all one faction, so you could buy the Ultimate Villock set and throw everything into one deck, while Geoforce Drago's Geogon, you can only use 3 of them because they had different factions and you're only allowed 3 different factions in a deck. Not to mention they both were the same price of $45 to $50, so if you wanted both of them, you essentially would have to pay twice. And now for this year, Bakugan Evolutions, we got the Genesis Collection.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
The Genesis Collection was rumored beginning of 2022 when it was put on Amazon as pre-listing right before Bakugan Evolutions even started airing, and eventually being confirmed a couple of months later. The Genesis Collection actually fixed the pricing problem that the previous capstone had. Now for $40 or so, you get both the main hero and main villain in one set, along with 4 other Bakugan and 2 exclusive Nanogons. Though the 2 Nanogons, Widow and Lancer, the cards are not any different. They're the same, just the toys became diamonds. And unlike the previous capstones, the Genesis Collection does not feature big toys that will collect dust on your shelf. All 6 Bakugan can be used for gameplay, and to make it even better, Genesis Raz and Drago light up. Now on the packaging for more interactive entertainment, the QR codes can be scanned, which will take you to an unlisted video on Bakugan's YouTube channel that will show you their transformations and their appearance in the show. But for some reason, Magnus is the one that rolls out Genesis Wrath instead of Marlo Faustus, though this is most likely to prevent spoilers because at the time of recording this, there is a major plot point about Wrath that happens in an episode that hasn't aired in North America yet. That's just my speculation at least, and I won't talk about what happens in this video. The name Genesis Collection is a very hot name to sell such a collection like this, making kids think they're buying the ultimate collection and getting super cool and powerful Bakugan to play with. But how are the Bakugan that actually come in this set? Well, they're actually pretty decent. The pack comes with 6 Bakugan all in Genesis form, and the designs for all of them look excellent. Well, except for Warrior Whale, because he's just the same mold they've been using since he first showed up. Genesis Drago and Wrath are exclusive different molds that light up, and the rest are the speed mode like in the show.
Warrior Whale Evolution! Speed!
Oh, yeah!
The first one we'll look at is Genesis Warrior Whale, and I gotta be honest, I have no real feelings about this. This mold is something we've seen multiple times all year. Like Blitzfox, Warrior Whale does not have a secondary mold to represent different forms he takes. And the paint job, while not bad, it's not exciting either. I don't know why they didn't give us Hydrus instead. It would have fit the Awesome Brothers theme a lot better, but Hydrus' speed mode in the show just reused his base mold, with strength mode being the only one to have a different toy mold.
Oh, yeah!
And rolling Genesis Warrior Whale, he kinda just flops on his face. But Genesis Warrior Whale is double blue shield 805 vanilla, so he is able to reach 1450 P power at best. But again, being a vanilla, it's not that exciting.
Trox Evolution! Speed!
Genesis Trox looks gorgeous though, with the yellow paint representing the stone spikes coming out of his body and a fearsome paint job for the face, and I really like the dedication towards molding his teeth. Rolling him also feels very smooth, and the shape of this Bakugan is overall fantastic. His character card is Blue Shield, Orange Shield 609 Vanilla, while the B power stats even after picking up a plus 650 would only get him up to 1250 at best, which isn't enough to cover the power creep cap of 1800. If he does manage to win, he's dealing a lot of damage that definitely could hold up against Might Mac, being able to reach 16 damage if facing that situation.
Barrel Evolution! Speed!
Farrell's mold is definitely different, but he seems very tucked in and condensed. but I do like that they try and pay homage to his inspired design of the Egyptian Sphinx and making sure it's sticking to that dedication. Although, again with Warrior Whale, he just face plants if he opens. Genesis Feral is a double Red Fist 803 vanilla. Overall, I think he's kind of the weakest Bakugan of the pack, honestly. Don't get me wrong, it's still decent, but it's still not the greatest. Seriously, what's with Feral always getting shafted? Hashtag justice for Feral.
Nilius, evolution, speed!
Genesis Nilius, I gotta say, is probably the best Bakugan out of this pack, both in-game and design-wise. The two heads just swirling out of its body with the third overlooking them, and the shape of it and color on this Bakugan is absolutely amazing. The rolling of it is very smooth, and the magnet is decently strong with a lot of the weight being put on it, so it can more likely hold onto a core. Though if you roll hard enough, it will probably land upside down. And the card is just absolutely busted! Like, easily the strongest one in the entire pack. Double Orange Shield 704 and on Orange Shield plus 700! Grabbing a plus 400 core would already put him at 1800 B power, which is stronger than the normal Evolutions Nilius at 1750. What the hell?
Dragonoid, evolution! Genesis!
Genesis Dragonoid has a very unique design, representing more like a dragon than ever before and taking inspiration from his design from the first season. The wings are spread out pretty far and the gold paint around the toy really gives him that energetic feel. The only manual parts of it is his horn, which is semi-difficult to pull if your fingernails aren't that strong, and also his arms, which you can spread to a T-pose. Genesis Drago is a double green fist 1005 with built-in reroll ability. So he's not so strong, but with a base 1000 B power, he's able to hold his own in a fight. In the opposite of Genesis Dragonoid, we got the main villain of the season, Genesis Wrath. You know, from afar, he kinda looks like a three-headed dragon. He's kinda bulky and barely looks like what he's depicted as. I'm not really a fan of this mold, honestly, but Genesis Wrath is double Orange Shield 510 with built-in reroll, so he's the exact opposite to Drago in terms of stats, which is a good attention to detail I can appreciate. While Drago can win with his B power, Wrath can win with the Might Mac condition. And the thing about these two is that they are all faction, meaning during the deck building process you can assign them to what faction you want and build your deck accordingly. You declare what faction they belong to and it stays that way during gameplay. And in the toy battling game, they put out a ruling where the faction is determined by what color the LED light lands on. The collection also comes with these plastic stands that you can use to display Drago and Wrath on, which is pretty cool, and the character cards all line up to form a long picture. Always cool. Oh, and if you're concerned about the battery running out, there are instructions on how to switch them out, and they take a 1.5 volt AC13 battery, which you can find at your local stores. Though the concern I have about the light up feature is the added cost to maintain them because you have to buy extra batteries. In the pro game, it's not a loss if your batteries die, but the toy battling game kinda requires it for gameplay. Regardless though, this is still an amazing pack to have. For the price of it, it's actually worth it, seeing as you get 6 Bakugan that are really well designed and very good. And actually, if you are getting into the pro game, there is enough Bakugan for both you and a friend to select from to get started and build a deck around, which is fantastic! It's very beginner friendly, it's a great addition to any collector or player's collection, and everything inside provides a lot of entertainment and enjoyment. This is definitely the best capstone product we have ever gotten that seems like it's designed to cater to players both pro and toy battling game. If you are able to find this at your store or on Amazon, I do recommend buying this if you can. And don't even hesitate because since this is a capstone product, it will be gone within the next 2 years. So get it while you can and unleash the power of Genesis. So that was the Genesis collection. It's a very good product and I gotta stick to my opinion that this is probably the greatest capstone product that Bakugan has ever put out so far. For an MSRP of like $40 or $45, you get 6 playable Bakugan and 2 Nanogons, and 2 of these Bakugan are light up exclusives, and I gotta say, it's a pretty good bang for your buck. Not just design wise, but also for the gameplay. So I feel comfortable putting this in a star rating of, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. I just really wish that Hydrus was included in this instead of Warrior Whale, but you know, you get it's what you get really. What can you do? Let me know what you think of the Genesis collection in the comments down below, and I have no doubt that this will be a fine product to add to your collection. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more awesome Bakugan content. I've been Haru Ren, and thank God for Rapid Fire. Bye!